Hello. Old Dad here, and I just got home from work and I had a comment, why Old Dad, and I have to answer it. Let me get changed real quick. All right, I'm back. I just wanted to change my shirt. It just felt like I should be wearing this shirt for this. I'm Old Dad, first of all, because I'm old and I'm a dad. And my son is a full on adult. I am old. But outside of that, the real reason I'm Old Dad is because I grew up with this guy named Bill that I had to work for. Now, from 12 to 20, I had to go out and work for Bill. He was truck driver. I would have to cut his grass. I would have to use a screwdriver to get the weeds in the walkway. I would have to clean his gas tanks. I would have to wash his truck. And you had to. If not, he came in after you. And every time he would show up me something or have me do something, you're going to clean this grill? Watch Old Dad here. This is how you do it. You got it? Whenever I do cut his grass. You're going to cut the grass, watch Old Dad here. You go this way, then you come back the same way. If I did everything I did, watch Old Dad here. So growing up, there came a certain point in time where I was older than he was whenever I had to watch Old Dad there. And, well, I would be showing my son stuff. And I'd be like, watch Old Dad here. And it just became me because from 12 to 20, that's all I heard. Now, after 20, did I work for the guy again? Absolutely. Did I ever charge him? Not at all. The man taught me how to work. He taught me that there was never an excuse not to go in. If I was sick, he would put me doing something that I could do while I was sick. If I had homework, I sat at the bench. I did my homework and then right back to work. I had to work. And I had to do things and watch Old Dad here. This is how you do it. So whenever I became an old dad, I was like, watch Old Dad here. And I've been doing that with young lad for his whole growing up. Now, outside of that, wrestling. I sit on the couch with my dad and was devastated when Bob Backlund lost to the Iron Sheik. We sit there, he would let me stay up. We would sit on the couch and we watched that happen. And he was like, blah, 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 blah. My old dad, my grandpa, he would get so into it. You see me get animated? Here's the truth. I don't care that wrestling's fake. To me, it's real. If there's something going on and that's why he's going to be out, I don't want to know. I don't want to know because I want the story. So as Old Dad, I am all in on wrestling. I love wrestling. I love the stories. I love how things progress. I love when they take facts. I remember Ric Flair and him having matches that it was just like unreal. I'm that old. And I would live through the entire Attitude Era. I hear stories about the Attitude Era, and I'm like, that ain't how that happened. There was this point about Hulk Hogan. Someone made a comment to me about how Hulk Hogan was much bigger as far as his turn. I agree completely. Everybody was like completely shocked by that. But first of all, nobody's seen that one coming. Secondly, when it came to Hulk Hogan and his change, everybody thought the WWF was coming over. Scott Hall showed up. He was Razor Ramon. Kevin Nash shows up. This is Diesel. And we're like, two of the biggest names in WWF are right there. And everybody was like, what's happening? And then Hulk Hogan comes to save the day. And boom, leg drop. It was something else. It was something else. And there's so much to this. But that's why I'm old dad. I'm old dad because I've been watching wrestling as a fan, a true fan. I don't want to know. The only thing I want to know about Charlotte Flair is if she's, wrestling this person, wrestling that person. Now, granted, if you're on Instagram or TikTok, whatever the social media is, Zack Ryder, I watched when he was Long Island IC. I would follow Zack Ryder. And then, it's one of the reasons why I say Nia Jax needs to be a good guy. Have you ever seen her on these things? She's so fun. Zoe Stark, so fun on these things. But that's what I watch them for. They're so fun. And can I see Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair getting along and having a cup of coffee in the back and would it make me mad? No, I wouldn't care. As long as whenever they went out there and they started fighting. Them fighting is pretty over the top. I love it. Love it. But that's my rant. That's my story. That's why I call myself old dad. And since then, that's all I've went by. Watch old dad here. It comes out so natural for me because I heard it all my life. So, I'm old dad. This is old dad watching wrestling. Like, subscribe, share it with a friend. Share all this stuff. I have so much fun. I love this, and I love all you guys that hang out with me, and I appreciate you. And I'll see you next time. Later.